One day, there was a young boy named Adam who lived in a small village on the edge of a large forest. Adam loved playing outside, especially in the nearby woods, where he saw magic and adventure in every corner. Despite his mother's warnings not to stray too far from the familiar paths, his curiosity always got the better of him. One sunny day, Adam decided to venture into the forest alone to explore. He packed a small bag, taking some water and food, imagining a new adventure. At first, everything was familiar: the tall trees he was used to seeing, and the dirt path he knew well. But as time passed, he became drawn to new sights he had never seen before. He found strange flowers and bright colors, and heard the sounds of birds he had never heard before. Without realizing it, he had wandered deep into the forest. As dusk began to fall, the atmosphere grew eerie. The trees seemed to close in around him, and the wind blew through the leaves, whispering things he couldn't understand. Adam tried to retrace his steps, but every path looked the same, and he couldn't tell which direction would lead him back. In that moment, Adam felt scared and alone. He sat down and thought about what to do. He remembered his mother's advice about surviving in the forest: don't lose hope, and wait in a safe place until someone finds you. Adam decided to follow her advice. He sat beside a large tree, taking out the food he had brought to stay warm, while listening to the sounds of the forest around him. As he sat there, he noticed a pair of glowing eyes in the distance. He froze in place, but instead of feeling fear, he felt something strange. Those eyes didn't belong to a monster, but to a gentle creature. A small fox approached him slowly. It sat in front of him as if it understood what Adam was going through. The fox then began walking slowly, turning its head every now and then, to make sure Adam was following. At that moment, Adam felt that the fox was leading him to safety. And indeed, after a few minutes of walking behind the fox, Adam began to recognize some landmarks. He was close to a path he knew. Adam ran toward the path and finally returned to his village, where his mother had been anxiously searching for him. She hugged him tightly, tears of joy in her eyes. When he tried to show her the fox that had guided him, it had disappeared as if it were part of the forest's magic.